Hey friends, I'm here with a reading for the full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse, which takes place during this Mercury retrograde in Pisces. It's a collective reading. I've already pulled the cards. Let me pick them up here and show you what I found. We have Ace of Swords, Five of Cups reversed, and Judgment. This is some really powerful imagery coming from this deck. This is the Tarot of the She by Emily Carding. And the message I'm getting here is that there's an emotional loss we need to come to terms with in order to be able to create something new on the other side. When I say come to terms with, I mean we need to fully grieve this loss and let it go. We need to let go of the future we thought we had, of the expectations that were not fulfilled. Crowley calls this card disappointment. Five of Cups. The fact that it's reversed tells me we know what we need to do and we are doing it. It's not easy, but it's a question of survival at this point. The Ace of Swords represents the power of the consciousness to create new realities. And in combination with the Judgment card here, Crowley's The Aeon, there's an energy of acceptance. It's a very emotionally mature energy, but it isn't placid or stagnant at all. It's about accepting reality for what it is, which is a stepping stone to action. We can't move forward until we've honestly assessed the damage. What have we lost? Or maybe more importantly, what remains? What can we put our faith in? What's left that we can build with? Do you see this little flower here? This little flower that is growing up behind our backs while we're watching the ship of our dreams sail away. Life always finds a way. So this is the clearance phase, the phase that must precede new growth. And I'm not saying clarity of mind is easy to achieve, especially not in a world like ours where it's getting increasingly harder to know who and what to believe. But we do have this innate discernment. We have this finely tuned moral compass that, if we pay attention to it, will cut through all the bullshit and lead us straight to the truth. Because the truth matters. Again, Judgment is about redemption, resolution, closure, karma. It's a sort of higher octave of the Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10. This is number 20 of the major arcana. Because both cards are about balance being restored by universal forces that are out of our control as mere mortals who live on this earth. In fact, in the Rider-Waite deck, this card depicts a biblical scene of the Last Judgment, where God's angels are calling all righteous souls to heaven. Subsequent versions of that card, like these, maintain that last call energy. There's no plus ones. You're going to get what you deserve. What is it Jesus said about it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven? Yeah. There really is a sense of divine justice in the idea that you reap what you sow. And we do have a Virgo connection here, especially with the Mercury retrograde in Pisces. We're purifying ourselves mentally and emotionally. We're working through those old beliefs and expectations and thought patterns because we're readying ourselves to be called to that higher purpose. There's a sense that we're trying to make ourselves worthy for that purpose. In conclusion, this full moon in Virgo, this lunar eclipse, is going to be all about being real with ourselves about what we know to be true. It may feel like we're seeing for the first time with sober eyes, and that's simply because we've been conditioned our entire lives to see the world upside down. But now that we're finally willing to look honestly at what it is before us and what has always been before us, we can pick up whatever's left and use that to build the foundations for whatever's next.